If you got given a block of cheese, and you could see on that block of cheese a bean, a carrot, and a potato,
Yeah, he's binding shit together with cheese is wild.
it's the craziest thing. But all his covers and his cooking videos are actually slap, and I'm surprised they don't have more views. Obviously, it's like AirsoftFatty fatigue from when he was popular. You know, like, sure, these things fall off, but then you say that, but it's like, people are still interested in this level of freak. They've just seen this specific freak. You know what I mean? Like, if every day you go to this fucking circus and you see the man with 10 arms, man, you go there every day for a year, you're going to look forward to seeing a man with only 3 arms. You know what I mean? So you got this 600-pound airsoft fatty, and people aren't interested. They will watch people who are less freaks than this guy. You say, what, freaks are, you know, what would you call it? Like, it's something, what do you call that? Something to look at, something to gawk at, like this do this thing that's like, you know, I feel like there's like a fall off for him because they've seen him do it before. So even though he's more grotesque and funnier and more memeable, well, we've already seen it. So a lot of people would watch a guy 100 pounds less do this, like, do the same stuff Airsoft Fatty's doing because they haven't seen him do it, and because we've had things like this, these videos. Look at these videos. Look how fat he is. Look how much more he plays into it. This is the one we watched one time. A special cheesy ramen, part 1. What can he do now that encapsulates this? He looks like Dio Venator here. What the fuck?
Yeah,
What is up? It is your boy
unhealthy, overweight, lacking a lot of nutrients.
Talking about me?
Talking about me.
Why I broke up with my girlfriend. That is probably going to be a banger. Anyway.
AirsoftFatty here, bringing you a 250 subscriber special. For one thing, I want to say thank you all for the 250 subscribers.
This is 10 years ago,
can't
bro.
wait to see
He
how much
hasn't
further we
aged
can
10
get in
years.
this YouTube world. And I can't wait to
Do you think it's because being overweight prematurely ages you? Or being overweight makes you not age?
No, his sense of reason why he hasn't aged is because I don't know the best way to word it, but I call it like the innocent face, because he hasn't had certain life experiences. He's had he's had a very comfortable life, and he hasn't had very probably deeper. Look, to put it blunt, dude's never been laid. I think people's faces change when they fucking root, man.
I think, yeah,
people
because
actually
I think
there's something about it. Your mental changes your face.
it's
somehow.
like there's this.
Every
Yeah,
single
it is
person
true. It is true because
in a
people
chat.
always say to me, "Man, you look so angry and frustrated all the time," and I have to say, it's because I have angry and frustrated thoughts all the time. So yeah, I'm sure if you're innocent, and just a child, you probably do have child, like tendencies that would show on your face. But what I really mean is like, does he look older now than he is? Like right here is being fat causing him to look older now. Like, sorry, in this video, in this video right now, is he looking older than he should, or is in the new video he looking younger than he should?
He looks older. I think he looks older in the newer videos, and he looks younger
By a little,
here.
yes.
He looks younger
Not
than
10
what he
years
probably
though.
is.
This looks.
Yeah.
This is
But
like
the
if
thing
this
is,
guy was
look at
18 and his
Dio
new
Venator.
videos
Dio
he's
Venator
21. What was that? Sorry.
Dio Venator looks older than AirsoftFatty.
Yes.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And like some strong similarities going on, but
Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. So yeah, this is that thing I was saying before. He calls it world famous bean and cheese soup.
yum.
When you imagine bean and cheese soup, what do you
don't.
imagine the broth is?
I don't know, because I don't like the
Well, I'm
only
bold here.
soup that's getting cheese in it is pumpkin soup, bro. So I don't know.
French onion soup?
I can't say I've put cheese in
Am I
it.
going bold?
I'm not familiar.
You put a layer of cheese on the top and melts it for French onion soup. Yeah, no, I don't like the idea of cheese in liquid. personally. But when you say, you know, bean and cheese soup, listen, what
I
I thought,
couldn't even say a broth. I don't know.
yeah, you
I
wouldn't use
just assume it's
chicken.
not a soup. I would assume like what you said. It's like beans and liquid cheese. Like,
Well,
is it?
spoiler alert: the broth is cheese.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's
Yeah, it's
going
just
on?
so
Welcome
weird.
to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be making AirsoftFatty's world famous bean and cheese soup. That being said, before we hop into this, I need to say a few things, okay? Please make sure that you're liking, commenting, and subscribing, because when you do so,
He's right.
not only does it help us out with the algorithm, because it tells the algorithm, hey, more people need to see this shit, but it also helps us out to see what you guys enjoy and what you love. And it's completely free, you know, and you can take back your subscription, likes, and all that.
He's right.
Later, completely free. Again, all free. But if you wanted to help us out in the best way possible, subscribing, liking, and sharing us around is the very way to do so. And if you want to take an extra step, check out the links in the description down below. We got things like my Cameo, which make amazing gifts for people no matter the occasion, and a bunch of other things like my Twitch, my Instagram, and all that beautiful stuff. That being said, make sure you're checking out the description. Make sure you like, commenting, and subscribing, especially if you want to see us to continue to thrive and make content. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, as I said today, we're making my world famous cheesy bean soup, or bean and cheese soup.
I just want to mention that's probably how much do you reckon that T-shirt cost?
Well, is it a brand?
Lyrical
like a YouTube brand,
Lyrical Lemonade's a director who's hell famous and sought after in the industry because he makes really good music videos for up and coming rappers. So like he'll have think of every little pump style dude, every SoundCloud rapper. Lyrical Lemonade does the music videos for him on YouTube. He's hell popular.
Oh, anywhere from $80 to $300.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably. Well, only $13 on Temu, bro.
Bro, that's 100% what he's wearing.
You reckon he's wearing the Temu version?
He's wearing a Teamy version for sure.
Wait, did dude just get called out?
It does look different. It's a different picture.
It's got a sun behind it. How funny is that? It says 100% real. Well, this is the legit store. But I doubt we're going to find it because it might be an old drop, you feel me? Bro, that's a reasonably priced merchandise.
No. $60 for $60 for a hoodie is the highest. His hoodies were 60.
Now I'm like hell fucking caught up to know if this is fake or real. But how would you find old merch drops? You wouldn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Bean and cheese.
He gets away with this one.
Bean and cheese soup. That being said, I've done some pre-prep work on a few items. Dicing, things like that. Just making the meat and potatoes of it. So the ingredients you're going to need are quarter of a potato, quarter of a full-size potato. You're going to need 6 baby carrots. You're going to dice your baby carrots up. You're going to bake your potato. Then you're going to dice your potato up. And you're going to mix your carrots and potatoes together, like I've done. I guess I did some pre-work, mainly because it's hotter than a bitch today, and I didn't want to sit here and just...
Remember being in school and then there's that thing the teachers do where they're like, okay, write instructions on how to make a peanut butter sandwich. And you write down, first you grab the bread, then you grab the peanut butter, then you put the peanut butter, and the teacher grabs all the bread by the loaf, grabs all the peanut butter, puts the whole jar of peanut butter on top, and goes, what next? Well, I think AirsoftFatty never had that lesson because his instructions was, you grab yourself a potato or half a full potato, dice it and dice some carrots. What did he say exactly?
Like I said, dice your potato up, and you're going to mix your carrots and potatoes together. Quarter of a full-size potato. You're going to need 6 baby carrots. You're going to dice your baby carrots up. You're going to bake your potato. Then you're going to dice your potato up. And you're going to mix your carrots and potatoes together, like I've done. I guess I did some pre-work, mainly because...
It just comes across as that meme where it's like, these aren't instructions.
Oh man, I think
it's hotter than a bitch today, and I didn't want to sit here.
He's a dude. He's a dude.
I like it, but it's kind of funny. Well, that's what I like about it. You know, you always talk about that old YouTube meme where it feels like old YouTube. AirsoftFatty does feel like that a lot to me. Gives me
because
hella
it's
YouTube nostalgia.
honest. It's honest.
Mm.
It's honest YouTubing.
Yeah, he's just turning the
Like-
camera on.
And I don't know. It's the stylization. His
Yeah.
style is there is no style.
The style. That's fucked up. Well, I don't know. I do think he does have a style, and it's not that there is no style, but yes. I don't want to say no effort, but there's something.
Like some sort of fucking bulldog, you know? That happens when you're running your oven at 500 degrees. You live in a tiny home where you have some amazing insulation and your AC ain't working and... Oh boy. That being said, if you can tell, I'm hotter than a bitch right now, so let's just hop right into this. The next ingredient you're going to need is around a cup of cheese. I want to say, about a cup.
Cup of
You don't need
cheese.
a whole shit.
You know the measurement? A cup of cheese.
Enough, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's true if it's shredded. Like, I think
And
I've
then
heard that.
finally, you're going to need some fresh beans of your choice. I'm going to pull the bag out of beans that we use for this. I didn't need to use a whole bag. You don't need a whole lot, right? Beans are going to be your main ingredient, but you're not going to need a whole lot. These are pinto beans, right? So these are the beans that I'm using today.
Fucking disgusting.
Usually I like to use pinto. I'll use kidney beans. But today, we're working with pinto. What you're going to do now, when you're making fresh beans, right, especially pinto beans, you want to soak them for up to 5 hours beforehand in water. And so I have had them in this Bill's fucking beverage mug here, filled with some water, and I've seasoned the water. Look,
Bro.
asshole, I know I'm white.
And I don't want, bro.
Bro. He didn't even eat the beans yet, and he's already doing that. Someone
I
get
season
rid of
my
the
shit.
beans out of this man's hand.
I ain't no bitch named Karen. That being said, it is spiced and seasoned water with some poultry seasoning, some meat tenderizer, a little bit of salt.
What's poultry seasoning?
Flavor. And I've had
The
them
salt?
soaking
Chicken.
now. I've had them
No, I know.
for
Chicken
several-
salt.
I know what. Yeah, is that what it is? Is it literally just...
Has to be.
Or
What are
is
the- why
poultry
would they say
seasoning
he's
a
French?
word he's come up with to mean salt? No, it's a jar he has called poultry seasoning, I bet.
hours soaking now.
I'm gonna Google it
But
'cause
you
I don't know.
mainly want to keep
Maybe it's an American thing. Homemade. Oh no, it's an actual thing. Homemade poultry seasoning is a seasoning blend that is commonly
Yes.
used to make roasted turkey, Thanksgiving stuffing.
Yeah, but he's using this though, right?
Dried sage, thyme, marjoram, rosemary, nutmeg, black pepper. Is it literally stuffing? Am I cooked? Almost.
Maybe? That's funny.
It's
Well, the idea
almost
is like
the
poultry
flavouring for
seasoning. AirsoftFatty's not saying steak seasoning to mean the seasons I've put on the steak. He's saying steak seasoning because he has a jar that says on it steak seasoning. So he's probably, unironically, just using a jar that says poultry seasoning. I tell you what, man, just putting this into water, that ain't hidden. You know what I was saying? Like,
Bro, he just made tea.
yeah, bean tea. Like,
Yeah.
which is whatever, but I don't think it doesn't matter. It's about the effort.
between 5 and 8 hours. It helps soften the beans up, gets them ready to cook, and then if you season the water, it helps absorb some of that flavor. What you're gonna do now is you're gonna drain the water out of your beans, like so. Knocked over my beer mug.
His techniques is what I like the most of anything. These techniques he has for doing
Right
things.
now.
Like, wondering how he's going to drain these beans is already the most exciting thing I can think
I love how
of.
he's like so, and we don't see anything. Okay, you're gonna drain it like this?
Very little of it back.
Where's the cutaway?
He does have the
What I'm
over
gonna do,
top down
I'm
view
gonna
cutaway,
drain
I
them.
think, still. I've seen it in
I'm
other
gonna get
videos.
the pot of water that's on the stove boiling. And then once that's at a boil, what I'm going to do is throw my beans in. And then you're going to want to let your beans boil for about 20 to 30 odd minutes. So what I'm gonna do, once this water is boiling,
Fuck, bro.
I'm going to dump the beans in.
He's like,
and
I
then
didn't think
we're
about
gonna
this.
hop right into it. So
Goes, fuck. What did I read? That's my favorite things when he makes guesses at shit. Like, you want to do about half a handful or two, maybe, of this. You're gonna want to have it on medium to high heat, maybe anywhere from 100 to 300 degrees. I'm not sure. You're gonna want to put the chicken in the oven for, I don't know, 1, maybe 4 hours. It's like, it's the best part of the show.
You know what I'm saying? I'll come back to you guys once this is done boiling and throw our beans in. Come to think of it, actually, I might use a bigger pan, a pot, or whatever we want to call it, just to be safe because, well, look at how many beans I prepped and I didn't realize I put a little bit much in there.
You remember I talk about this thing like, you can say for forehead, you can say forehead. But if you call your forearm your forearm, people think it's weird. There's that same meme where a saucepan, people call it a saucepan, like it's one word, without realizing it's the word sauce made for making gravy when gravy was called sauce. Do you feel me? So I actually used to hate when people called pots pans, but now I forgive them because I assume they just mean saucepan, which is just a pan that's got more side to it. You feel me on that or nah?
Yeah, I feel you on it.
Thanks, man. Just wanted to mention saucepan law.
Hey, that's a mistake. I would just simply
That's a heavy duty pot, by the way, he's got there.
water going, let it boil.
If I had to give a piece of advice to him is boil the kettle first and use that as the water every time. Bro, you're saving yourself so much fucking time when you're doing a lot. If you're trying to boil 3 liters of water in a pot from standstill, bro, just boil the kettle. Like, actually.
It's gonna be a good day.
I learned that from Huey, cooking with Huey.
Oh, and by the way, just so you guys know, it is 96 degrees today. 96. So while this water boils, put the fan on my face and try to relax. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our water's at a rolling boil.
I want to mention this part. This is my favorite part of this whole video. AirsoftFatty cares so much about production value that he turns the fan off before he starts filming again. Look at the fan in the background that's been going for 30 minutes while the water boils. You can tell he's lumbered over, turned it off, and how long it's taken to stop spinning was how long it took for this next clip to get taken. Now have a look how slow it is by the time he starts talking.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our water's at a rolling boil. It is
What
ready
the
for
fuck?
That took him, what, 30 plus seconds from turning it off to talking? No, which is no big thing, but just the curiousness of it. That also, well, what's so interesting, a compliment is that he turned the fan off to record. He's gonna, this is what I like about AirsoftFatty, he'll put up with personal discomfort for our entertainment. He's a real one. I also wanted to mention, you know, we always talk about beans, and you love beans, and I fucking hate beans. This is a perfect example of why I hate beans. This fucking bean juice, disgusting bean juice to pour in the pot. It's not so much about the individual bean, so much as the way the water, like, bro. It's, like, bean juice just looks so fucking disgusting.
I love me some
Oh my god.
beans.
Oh god, my god.
Look at that brown bean juice. It's fucking gross. My bad. I shouldn't have talked over him.
Fuck you, I was trying to be funny. Really. But now, I wait. It's going to take about 30 minutes.
You know, he's actually, he has, you know what? He has the same energy. Have you seen the kids that do stand-up? What would I type it? Kids cringe stand-up. Have you seen these guys?
The baby behind me on the plane would not
I
stop
hate
crying.
whatever this is,
His
bro.
mama kept saying, "Where's the dummy? Where's the dummy?" So I turned around and said, "Ma'am, that's no way to speak about your husband.
That's AirsoftFatty energy. Okay. There's this other one I want to find where it's just like that. It's a kid making like jokes. How do I look up just shorts? There's this little fat fucking kid. Did I just see it even?
Ranking Worst Kids stand-up comedy.
A little too chatty and have this thing called ADHD. If you don't know what that stands for, it's attention deficit hyper. Oh, hey, man!
Shut your fucking mouth!
I
Younger
hate
sister
this.
is the worst.
Look at this guy.
Jack, do your work. Jack, stop talking. Jack, mom said.
I bet Bro's sister doesn't appreciate that.
Shut up, AI voiceover.
Speaking of old people, my dad is really old.
Man, I come here to give an example, and it said this is some fucking Indian who stole this whole video and made 2 voiceovers to make it worse, so it can be his fucking video, has ruined it. I don't even care about this anymore. Thanks, India.
You look at that water.
Yeah, he's
Looks like some
brewing
Indian
tea.
food.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Because I just said it looks like shit. And what did he say?
Almost looks like some Indian
Right.
food.
What the fuck? After I just mentioned India too? Also, by the way, like, looking at how these beans is boiling makes me uncomfortable. Oh, that's a fat man trick. It's a shame that the person most willing to get in the freezer is the least equipped with the ability to do so. You know what I mean? Because if AirsoftFatty was 4'8", 100 pounds, he probably would have just sat up in there and had a heaps good time. But guys who are 5'8", 100 pounds don't need to go in the freezer. It's only 400-pound morbidly obese cunts.
In the freezer.
He just stuck his head in the freezer to cool down
Oh, okay.
in the compilation.
I have done that though before. In summer.
Yes. Like I said, the people who would most benefit from getting in the freezer are the people least equipped to be able to do so. Unfortunately, my friend, you are not 5'8", 100 pounds. You are. He said, let's be honest, we're closer to AirsoftFatty than we are. Name anyone.
No, I think I'm closer to than AirsoftFatty, bro.
I actually agree with that. In all ways, no comment. Oh! Getting the workout on. What a guy.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now that our beans
Okay.
are in the perfect tenderness, they are literally ready for the next
Food
step. Drain
review.
the water.
He needs to do review, bro. Needs to come
Look
review
at
this
that
shit,
water.
bro.
Review Bar's content nowadays is he'll open the quarter pounder, he'll take a bite, he'll look at the camera and he'll say, man, life's just not fucking worth living anymore, man. Shit's been
I
bad
know,
since
I
day
watch
one.
all his videos.
And then
I
he takes
literally
another
watch all
bite
his
and he's
videos.
like, man, I fucking hate everything. There's no reason to go on, man.
How often do you watch his content?
Never? Like, what?
Oh, I watch it all the time. It's fucking. I actually enjoy listening to him, like just his voice, because it's almost therapeutic because it's literally like a drug. It's some dude is still vibing and doing these reviews, but it is
Yeah.
like that. Everything's letting him down now, and he had one the other day. He was like,
And I just
"All
wish
right,
I
so
had
we're
the
here
strength to
again." He
fucking
goes,
end
"So it
it.
was only a month ago. I gave the lowest score I've ever given for a Taco Bell item. I don't know how a fast food restaurant can even score so low." He goes, "I got a 0.5. It's probably going to be bad again, but this time they changed it a little bit. It's got barbecue sauce now. We'll see how it goes." And he has it, and he's like, "Yeah, somehow it's worse. And he's just sad. He's
See,
like,
but I
you can
think
tell he's hating to do the content now. He's like, well,
is he
not really
playing
hating
it
to do
up
the
though?
content. He's disappointed.
So
No,
like,
I think he genuinely is getting sick of fast food franchises, like everyone else is. They're fucked.
yeah, but is it
He's
part of the
literally like, it's
character? Is
bullshit.
he a character first and foremost?
No. Because if he is, he never turns off. He does radio shit, bro. He's the same dude on his radio host, and he always wants people to. He genuinely enjoys it. It's not a character. He wants to reach an audience. He wants to be a talkback host, and he has the passion for it. He
Hey,
literally
ladies and
is always trying to
gentlemen,
get people to listen to his talkback. It's fucking all. He's doing it every day.
is it good?
I've
Like a
tuned into it a
podcast?
couple times. No, it's not good. It's not. It's not worth
Is
it.
it a radio show or like a podcast?
Yeah, it's a radio. He's got a radio wavelength, like
Oh,
anyone can.
really?
You can go get one tomorrow. Yeah, you can go get a fucking radio station if you want.
I can't. Not in this country. They'd ask me 1,000 questions and make me sign 1,000 things to not allow to broadcast
Oh,
certain
you
things.
can. No, you can get it. Yeah, you can broadcast it in the area of the entrance. Only
I don't know. I don't know. Oh,
on frequency 7712.
okay. Localized frequencies. I'm surprised the government doesn't own that too.
Well, it's not that it's localized. It's that you're only allowed to distribute it from this tower, right? Like you could technically do all Australia. Well, I mean, like it's man, the way you said localized felt like it was
Yeah, you're not allowed to
contained
broadcast.
the area.
Yeah, you're not allowed to broadcast to multiple
Well, it's
groups
not
of
that
people at once.
I think it's you probably can't afford it. There's a like as soon as you're like, I just want this random no-name station in this area, it's like $50 a week. But as soon as you actually want to reach people, it's in the thousands.
Yeah, but we have
That
the
type of shit.
broadcasting rules and regulations. There's a regulatory body. I can't get on broadcasting without being told what I can and cannot say.
Oh, correct.
Like you get straight up told before you get any access to being able to do so.
No, you are gated. Yes.
Hell gated.
But no, he's just true to himself.
What does he talk about on his talkback radio? Not actual
Just
food.
literally, he wants to be.
Hey, Carl
He's
Jackie
literally like,
here in the
okay.
morning, coming to you live
No,
on
no,
your
no.
ride to work. Today we've got a
He's
brand new
literally
hit
like-
Taylor Swift song.
Nah, he's literally like the local baseball team did well against.
Oh,
thingy
he wants to be a
here. It's like
newscaster.
actual news. Yeah.
Newscaster.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Well, he can do that.
But it's humbling. It's humbling because it's like he's got this awesome platform, but he does not get many listeners at all. Like sub 100.
Well, it's because he's a meme. People are not watching him for his personality, and even though you said you get some sort of nostalgia and value out of it, the average person doesn't. They think it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
like
you
his
call this.
personality for review.
I don't want to call it
And-
shock content. Go on, sorry.
I take them as genuine reviews now. So if there's something similar in Australia, I will judge it based off what he says because he's so established.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, and it feels honest because he's literally like, he says stuff. I try not to judge a place for their own inconsistencies at the restaurant. I try to envision what it could be if it was done at a proper level. But it gets fucked a lot lately.
Well,
it's
that was
cool. I enjoy it.
What a crazy
He's been doing
tangent.
it.
I was just a throwaway line for me, but I didn't know he was still so into it. I just like whenever I see
literally
clips
was
of him
like
in the
one
last
of the first
5
people
years.
commenting on his video the other day. He uploaded like just up to like 6 seconds and there was no comments, and I was like, I'm so excited. I literally just wrote that. I was like, I'm so excited. I was like, I got to do the homie one.
First. Yeah, I commented
But
on a
I
video
enjoy
the
it.
other
It's
day. It was that
something,
RuneScape video I said. The only comment I've ever left on YouTube was, man, I really thought that I would never see another original piece of RuneScape content in my life. Thank you for proving me wrong. 7 likes. 7 thumbs up.
Oh,
So I'm a bit of a big deal in the comment section over there.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's I do want to see how this bean and cheese soup turns out.
I'm interested.
Almost looks like some Indian food. boiling in the water. And then once that's ready, you throw a cheese into which I put in
What
the
do you
fridge
define?
because
No, I
it's
gotta.
so hot.
It has to be. What does he mean? It looks like Indian food. Because to me, it looks shit. So shit. Look at that rim of shit around the pot he has. That's a film of shit was on
It
the
looks
top.
like food because it's curry.
Well,
It's
that's
chunky and
no. It looks like
It's
Indian food because it looks like shit. That's what he's saying, not what I'm saying.
Hot in here.
He's saying.
The cheese started melting, just sitting over here on the counter. How the fuck do you get that hot? So all you stupid bitches out there saying global warming ain't a thing, fuck you, I'm living in a northern state. We're supposed to be known for cold ass winters and shit. It's fucking hotter than Satan's nutsack. Okay, now is where we're going to take our potatoes and carrots that we mixed up earlier, and we're going to dump it in.
And either way, anyway, this is
Like
going to
so.
be a stew, not a soup, for one.
Stir it in.
correct.
Soup implies broth.
Leave this all in here to boil for a few minutes.
Also, hold up.
Want the-
Hold up. Those carrots and potatoes are going to be fucking disgusting because he didn't soften them up at all. He said he baked the potato before he diced it. I think he misspoke. He didn't say that about the carrot. Bro, would you not fry them off in a pan first? With a bit of oil or something to soften them up? To put raw potato and carrots in this pot, even though
Yeah.
diced,
It depends how long it's in there for. You can a
Exact-
raw
yes.
carrot cook in like 4 minutes.
not to the satisfaction of me. I'll tell you that. I'm not having no 4-minute carrot. Maybe because it's diced so low, I'm not sure, but in my experience, whenever I made chicken noodle soup, I cook up the potato and celery and carrots in a bit of oil first, and then put them aside, and then add it to the soup after. So it's already pre-cooked before going in. I never put raw. And then just consider that, how starchy and disgusting is this bean and potato fucking paste going to turn out?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Carrots get nice and tender. Potatoes are already tender, which waiting forces carrots to tender up and become just as soft as beans. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're at a point now where we can drain out our water, right? Now, you don't want to drain it all out. You want to leave a little bit of a layer there. All right? You want to get a good majority of it out. There shouldn't be too much left after boiling. Just like I thought, not a whole lot left. And now off the stove, you're going to put your cheese in. So once off the stove, you're just going to take the cheese, put it in.
Looks like that was shredded cheese to me. So are you
And of
fucking with this
course-
European goulash or what?
Bro,
What
What the
you put
actual
cheese in,
fuck?
You're going to turn your stove down to about 60% of the heat that you had it at.
the thing is I think he
Just
eats
throw it
this
on.
type of shit
Every time.
off
Yeah, yeah,
camera.
yeah. No, this is his food that he eats. A lot of it's high calorie diet for poor people, which is what was promoted to a lot of these people. You know what I mean?
Seems
I-
like
it's
something
literally
just
s-
Carl can cook.
It's literally, well, this
I
is the
like
sort of
these
shit I was
sticks, dude.
cooking.
I'm gonna put them together.
Bro, when I was 15, I was making some foul fucking shit. But I used to get the mee goreng noodles and mix them with Easy Mac and make,
What
like,
the fuck?
well, they were both pasta in my mind. You know, like noodle pasta. And I'd do 1 pack of mee goreng, a pack of Easy Mac. Or I'd just thought, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd make a lot
Did
of.
it work?
Yeah, it was fine. I wouldn't eat it now. Fucking he's disgusting. But back then it was fine. But, you know, you're 15 and you're always doing shit. You need calories. So anything that was high caloric density, I think, is better. So that was like a big factor in that. But I feel it. But as you get older, man, like this is a big. As I'm older, I would much prefer to eat a potato, then a piece of steak, and then a carrot. As a kid, I wanted to eat the potato, carrot, and steak in one mouthful. That's the evolution. Do you know what I mean? I don't
But
think
yes,
he's got that evolution. But yeah, this literally looks like pig slop.
And then you're
Yeah,
gonna
You
get
this
are-
is
You're
retarded.
only gonna need that add that heat for a few seconds, right?
Cheese
looks
is not a
like-
base.
For a few seconds to help.
Cheese
This
is not
looks
a
like
base or a
the
food
beginning.
group.
This looks like the food bin at the end of Deanna's work shift, bro. All the
Funny
food they
as.
pick up out of the sink and put
Yep.
in the bin.
For me,
Just piece it
it's
to the
like,
chickens.
fuck, what was I gonna say?
For a few seconds, right? Leave that for a few seconds to help heat the pan up.
Oh yeah, cheese isn't a food group or substantive, bro. You would never say, bro. Cheese should be treated like salt and pepper. You know, bar very few dishes. You would, bro, like. I don't know. I've got too many feelings about this, like the idea of using cheese as a base for any dish. This would be like saying I'm having a bean and pepper soup. But even that seems more reasonable. You know what I mean? Bean and cheese? I don't know. I'll get over that. I'll get over it.
Stir. Cheese doesn't clump.
Yeah, you wouldn't want the cheese to
Gonna
clump.
pull
It might
this
be
off the
disgusting
stove.
to get a mouthful
You're
of
gonna put
cheese.
this in a windowsill or near a fan. Every 2 to 3 minutes, you're gonna come back and stir as it cools down, because it's gonna help keep that cheese a very beautiful, consistent consistency. Go
Oh!
ahead.
Bro, what's that blanket made of, do you think? Bro, this guy just put a hot pan
bro,
down on a fucking blanket.
Yeah,
Consistent,
funny as fuck.
consistency. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Like, that's, if,
Put it
best
for
case
now. We'll
scenario,
come back with-
you have to rip the blanket off the bottom of the pan. And then,
Yeah,
it's,
but I think
blanket's fucked.
It's probably fine. There's that much dirt on it that there's probably a little layer of
Barrier,
insulation between
yeah.
the pan and the fucking and the
Oh,
fabric.
fuck. Because if that's something that's even a little bit furry or carpety or what would you call like little, that is fucking instant singed and the fucking pot is stuck to it.
the taste test.
Yeah.
Because he just pulled that off. So it's
I'm
the
gonna
hottest
try to
part of
pull
the
it
pot
out,
as
it's
well.
hotter than a bitch, man. Holy fuck.
And he's sitting it there for a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we
Boy,
are
cut
at the taste
that.
test, and don't that look nice, thick, creamy food?
See, this is like, and obviously I have seen this. AirsoftFatty, everything he's ever made. Remember, he made that meat salad. He's made a lot of disgusting food, and he eats it and enjoys it. This is the first time I've ever seen this man not enjoy food.
Full of veggies like beans, carrots, and potatoes. Oh, it's
And look how hyped and
tasty.
excited he is
That
right
man
now.
said what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and give this bad boy a taste test. Did it come out good, or is this gonna come out bad? We're gonna get a nice, big old bite here with some carrots, some potatoes, some beans. You can see there. Cheese. We're gonna go ahead and try it.
Bro,
In case you didn't notice,
have you ever seen him do that face? And have you ever seen him take more than 1 second before getting the second mouthful? Never.
in case you didn't notice, I took a shower, had a little bit of a change. Got really sweaty. A lot of good that shower's done me because I'm sweating again, not even like 10 minutes after drying off.
I've never seen him put the food down.
Needs a little bit more salt.
Ah, bro, it needs a fucking... I don't think you should be adding more. I think you should start by adding less. And see where that takes you.
A little bit more poultry seasoning for the flavor. But that there is a solid 7 out of 10. I
Okay.
ain't gonna lie. The cheese helps thicken it and make it feel like a real bite.
Oh, bruh.
But disgusting to think about, right?
Yeah.
Bro, dude's eating a block of cheese with beans embedded in it.
Okay, so we're gonna. So this is my gluten-free meal. We're gonna bind everything together with cheese instead. Like, what the fuck, man?
If you got given a block of cheese, and you could see on that block of cheese a bean, a carrot, and a potato,
Yeah, he's binding shit together with cheese is wild.
It's the craziest thing. Because imagine he now got this thing and shaped it into a square and put it in the fridge and then cut slices of it, like slices of cheese. And this is like the idea of like a lot of those spiced sausages. Like, what's that one spiced meat that has olives in it? Mortadella?
Yep.
This is the
One
cheese equivalent of mortadella.
Oh,
Mortadella. It is, isn't it? You cut your cheese, you think you're getting cheese, there's a bean, there's a carrot, there's a potato, and there's poultry seasoning. Not enough of it, apparently. Not enough of it, but there's some. And imagine putting all that together, it turns out to be a 7 out of 10. What's a 10 out of 10?
Well, this is what you need to ask him, right? Every dish ever should be able to have a 10 out of 10 variant. I think he's calling this type of dish a 7 out of 10. I think this is a 10 out of 10 dish, but on the scale of what he could consider terms of food.
Oh,
it's a
so
7
in
out of 10.
terms of,
I think he's
it's
interpreting
not
it.
7 out of 10 in terms of all food that exists. It's 7 out of 10 in terms of how good this could ever possibly be. Is that what you're
Yeah,
suggesting?
I think he thinks he made the best version that this food could ever be, and that is a 7 out of 10. When
I think that sounds...
all food, there's a 10 out of 10 cheese toasty and there's a 1 out of 10 cheese toasty.
Okay,
But I bet
here's
you in
the
his
thing.
head, all cheese toasties are 6 out of 10s or something.
Here's the thing, though. You're giving so much more credit. We know he makes shit up. We said before. I'll put in an hour for 1, maybe 6 hours. You leave it to rest for 10, maybe 45 minutes. You put the
Yeah,
temperature on, but it's like 1 or maybe 6 cups of water. I'm not sure. He does this. Well, he also does this with the rating. So he takes a bite and he goes, what sounds like this should be rated? The 7 out of 10 is what sounded good. I bet it's not what he felt. I bet you he probably felt 4 or 5. Or, who knows. But the 7 out of 10 is what he thought other people would expect. And that's what AirsoftFatty does, is he actually very slyly, and I don't think it's very noticeable, AirsoftFatty lives by the expectation of people. So when he says, let this... Like, for example, like when he says, let this rest on a windowsill or a fan, stir it every 2 to 3 minutes. Do you think he's ever actually done that? Or do you think he's doing that for the video because that's the expectation? He thinks that's what people think should be done. So everything he does comes from expectation. All these assumptions, all these instructions are based off what he thinks is expected to be said as instructions. And ultimately, the rating is as well. 7 out of 10. Because 4 would seem low, 9 would seem high. He probably in his head, he goes, it's probably a 6 out of 10, but I'll say 7 because I want him to think it's a little better. And I like it's expected. I think there's a level of expectation that goes into him every time he tries to quantify anything. And that's across the board. How much of something, how long for something, how good is something. These are all things that he guesses your expectations and gives you an answer based off an expectation he thinks exists. Which is why he always does these weird things. And you see in his body language where he thinks for a second, but he's not thinking. He also kind of does it in his jokes as well. AirsoftFatty lives off assumptions and expectations, and it's weird because he's often got them misconstrued. So you'd think he was autistic if I just said that, hey, this person has expectations, bases what he does off what he thinks other people expect, but he doesn't actually understand what other people expect. That's someone who's autistic, who's coping and trying to get on the world. Like you talk about like a female autistic will be able to get away and do these sort of things, and then just because you're autistic doesn't mean you can never learn. You can use what you think is expectations to base your actions.
Yeah.
But what he's done is what he thinks is the expectation is not the reality at all. In my humble opinion. But yeah,
Airsoft off topic as well. That's the thing that pisses me so much off about like this modern wave of people claiming they have autism. They go, I'm so glad that I know I have it, and that's now my excuse for all these behaviors. When the actual people who are having actual problems and challenges get diagnosed now know to use that as a tool to get around these blocks.
Exactly. You
That's
don't use your autism to make people... No one with autism I ever met said, can't you guys just be nicer and accept me more? Even if they think that, that's not how they act. What they do is they go, man, I wish these people liked and accepted me more. I'll act the way I'm supposed to. I don't want people to think I have this. But it is that like mental health praise that's popular on social media lately. And to go deep, I do think it's just another tool that's implanted out there for lack of social cohesion. Bro, how smart would it be for Russia to make American 16-year-olds have mental disorders?
Yeah.
That's what I know. It sounds crazy, but that's what I really think it is. It's like foreign countries or foreign. I don't even say foreign countries. It can't even be its own country, but there are like powers that be. There are groups of people that these things are set up. Like the whole femboy trend is just propaganda in my eyes. To it's like that feminizing men to make you more comfortable with it. The fact that it's being pushed so much is like comfortability, and it is to ruin social cohesion. And it works both ways because it's not just that person's cooked. Now you're cooked for being mad at them. You know, like, so this idea where it's like, think about it right now, you have a bunch of 16-year-old girls who have autism, quote unquote. They're now acting insufferable and pieces of shit. Social cohesion's going down, and now you and me are sitting here mad at that person.
Yeah.
Instead of someone who deserves to be mad at, like, political bodies, governance. I guess we should finish this off, but
Cut that
Pinto
out.
beans are high in fiber and really good. It's not some canned crap.
not some
Carrots
canned
are
crap.
high.
Bro, Nate, a single ingredient you use that doesn't come in a can equivalent to however you bought it. Just because you bought dehydrated pinto beans doesn't mean it's not from a can. Just because you bought a pack of pre-peeled potatoes doesn't mean it's not from a can. And just because you got the shredded cheese in a bag and not the can of cheese doesn't mean it's not from a can. It's still as shit as from a can. This is all canned food. Listen to this.
Pinto
Well, it's
beans are high
retarded
in
too, because
fiber.
what's wrong with canned
Really
food?
good.
Canned beans
Exactly.
lit. Canned pineapples lit.
I think canned beans is probably better than dehydrated beans.
Yeah, yep, kidney beans, nice.
Just have to say it. It's like that misnomer as well, where they say frozen vegetables are bad, but low-key flash frozen vegetables will probably have more nutritional value than the stuff sitting out on the shelf. Getting mystified every 2 hours.
It's not some canned crap.
Not some canned crap.
Carrots are high in vitamins that you need for eyesight and things like that.
Okay. And then he says, it's high in vitamins for eyesight and things like that. That's because you've heard that carrot's good for your eyes, which is a myth anyway, in itself. Bro, what is the actual nutritional value of what he just ate compared to a beer? I bet you the beer wins. Like, what?
Potatoes are just a good source of potassium. Great way to help get your legs to relax. That being said, this is pretty damn good. I could honestly see this being made into like a fucking chip dip, really. Like a
Yeah.
vegan chip dip.
Take out the carrots, potatoes, and beans, and you've got a chip dip.
And put it in a fucking blender for 10 minutes, so it's a fucking paste, sure.
And then
That is
cook it with
literally what
onions.
chip dip is.
Yeah.
Except take
Yeah.
the cheese out and add it after you've blended everything.
Yeah, like,
That is a chip. You made a chip dip.
bro,
Funny as.
he's fucking put
Chunky chip
melted cheese and beans in a bowl and said, this reminds me of nachos.
dip.
Yeah, you just forgot to bring the Doritos, bro. What?
7 out of 10 feels just right. And I can't lie, those beans. It's always better to make fresh beans, I'm telling you.
As opposed to what?
Canned crap?
Yeah, I'm so
Canned crap.
confused.
What's a fresh bean? And what's a non-fresh
What's a
bean?
non-fresh bean is what I really want to know.
I think he's literally talking about the dehydrated beans over something from a can because he thinks
No,
coming
I
out the can
bet
is
you
really bad.
this is fucking opened a can and fucking put plastic on it, left it in the fridge for fucking 6 months, and then used it a second time. I was like, that shit tastes
Ooh.
weird.
These are fermented and I'm drunk now.
So would I suggest you guys try this? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I suggested to Helen back. That being said, I hope you enjoyed today's little cooking video and food review kind of thing.
I did thoroughly.
Like before, like I said, I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and remember to share us around.
We were too harsh on him. He's my favorite. I would eat the food if he cooked it. It's probably just because I imagined if I cooked it, how it would taste. It'd be bad, but his is probably pretty fucking dope. Back in black. I hit the sack. sorry. Back in black. I hit the sack. sorry. One more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that being said, let's do this. In black! I hit the sack! I've been good.
I'm been gone for too long.
Back in black! I hit the sack! I've been gone too long. I'm glad to be back. Gotta
Cut loose. And my favorite part is he didn't listen to the song. He just vaguely knows the song, is listening to the lyrics, and he's like, probably goes like in this order. And he's like, so he's, I think his cadences are off. But all in all, pretty good.